Okay, conditional probability contains a condition that may limit the sample space of an event. Okay, so you'll have a ton of data, but it might focus you on a certain part of the data. Okay, you usually use it when you have big charts like this. Conditional probability is written like this. P, the probability, P is the probability of event B given event A. And it's read the probability of event B given event A. Okay. This is the formula, probability of A and B divided by the probability of A. Okay, probability A can't equal 0 because we can't divide by 0, right? Any questions over that? Okay, so the first thing we need to do is fill in this beautiful chart of ours. Let me see if I can get a little bit. Now, in your homework, they're not going to have these columns. They're not going to have these columns here or this row here. You're going to have to write that in. I did it for the notes because it makes it a little easier for me to write everything down. Okay, and we're just going to tally up a bunch of numbers because we need the totals of everything here. Hence the calculators. So add these all up for me and give me a number. Let you guys add those all up. Okay, Jaleel, what'd you get for this? The recycled, the total of all the recycled stuff. What is it? 680? Do we agree, class? Okay. Jodine, what about the non-recycled stuff? 1,212. Class, do we agree with that? Okay, good. Cameron, what about this total? 818. Let's get some more colors. This should be 180. Oh, it's hard to read. 2. More colors. This should be 125. Okay, this is going to be 254. I'm running out of colors. Oh, there. Thank you. Orange. Okay, class, what was this one? 913. Okay, and the total of everything? 2,292. Okay, does everyone agree with all these numbers that we have? Okay, hopefully they're good. Okay, so the first ones are just the basics. What's the probability of recycling something? Okay, so we're going to use just the total of everything, which is 2,292, divided by the total of everything recycled, the 680. Any questions over that? Then you're going to take your calculators and actually do that math on your calculator. Is that a good round? Because I think we need to round better. 30%. Yeah, 29.6. So 30%. Any questions over that? Now we just want to find the probability that the material is paper. Okay, so again, that's still the 2,292 total. And then we want to know what the total of paper is. Okay. And that's our 818. Any questions over that? Okay, then we use our calculators to find the percent for that. 36%. Are we rounding well there? Good. Okay. Now we're going to give the condition. The condition after that, given that tells you which column or row to look at. So find the probability the material is paper given that it's recycled. So this right here, only recycled things. We're only going to look at the recycled things, which is this right here. We don't care about any of this other stuff. That's gone. We're only looking here. So our total is 680. And then in that column, we're looking for paper. And paper is this right here, the 367. And then we divide that, and what do we get? 66%. So mostly paper is recycled, is what that tells me. Like with the mass money, it'll be recycled. You got 54? Okay.
Sorry.
It's okay. %, which makes sense because it's just right half of 64 would, or 680 would be 340, so it's just slightly above it. It's okay. We all make mistakes. Okay, then we're on the next one. Find the probability that the material is plastic given that it's not recycled. Okay, so again, we're only looking at the not recycled. Okay, so we're looking at this stuff right here. I'm going to highlight it. So that is 1,612, then divided by, we want just the plastic then. So in here, plastic is the 240. So it's 240. Okay, what do we get for that?
14.8.
15%.
No, it's 14.8.
Okay, we're rounding to the nearest whole percent. In your homework, it, I think, tells you to round to the tenths percent. So you could put 0.8 there, okay? Any questions over this? Okay, we're going to go to the back and do some more problems like this. And then we'll come back to our tree diagrams. Okay, so just like before, we need to add up everything. So 54 and 27 is going to be 81. This is 9. This is 59. This is 31. And this is 90. Any questions over that? Again, we're just adding up, down, and across. Okay, so the first ones are, again, just a basic probability. Of the people I talked to, how many of them had a diploma? So I talked to 90 people, and of those, Has a high school diploma? Yes. How many of them said they had a high school diploma? $81 of them said that they had a high school diploma. Does that make sense? Because this is yes, have a high school diploma. So it's over 81, or 81's on top. Which should be 90% of them. No is to experience. But of the people I surveyed, 81 of them had a high school diploma. Does that make sense? Because this is yes to a high school diploma, and 81 of them was yes. Yes. 54 was yes, they had experience, and 27 was no, they didn't have experience, but all of them had a high school diploma. We're in the yes column for high school diploma, because we're only looking here. Any other questions? Okay. The next one has a diploma and experience. So again, we're still talking about everybody. We want to know how many people I talked to had experience and a high school diploma. And that should be this right here. Because it's in the yes column for both of those. Yes, high school diploma, and yes, experience. So 54. And what was that percentage? 60%. Any questions over that? Okay, the next one has a high school diploma or has experience given has a high school diploma. So this is only people with diplomas. So you're only looking at the people with diplomas, which is these people here. You're only looking there. So how many total people were the people with diplomas? 81. Now in there, how many of those people with diplomas had experience? The 54. Any questions over that? We're only looking at this column. We're limited to just this column. So we don't care about any of this other stuff. We just care about this column. Because the given, it says only people with diplomas we're looking at. Okay, and what was that percentage? 66%. 67, let's round. Any questions over that? Okay, you do the next one on your own. Okay, so we want to again limit it to the people who have experience. So we're only going to look at these people here. We don't care about anything else. So it should be 59 people total. Over in that column only the people that do not have a diploma, and that's these 5 people. So it should be over, so 5 should be on top, which is 8%. Is that what we got? 8%. Any questions over that? Don't throw things. No. We are in high school now. Okay. Okay, and I want to do the same thing with these. So let's tally those all up. Okay, who got this one here? Braden, what is it?
1,136.
What's this here?
1,667.
What's this here? 1, 4, 5, 6. Give me another color. Hold on. Okay, go. And my total? Okay, the recipient is male. So again, it's out of everybody because we're just discussing the probability of all of people we talk to. And the recipient is male, so we want to use the total of males we talk to. And what's that probability? Let's call on somebody. Maddie, what'd you get? 41%, do we agree, class?
Yes.
Okay. Then the degree is a bachelor's. So again, we're just caring about everybody we talk to. But then we want to find out how many had bachelor's. And that's 1,456. Naomi, what'd you get for that one, for 6? What is it? 52%, do we agree with that, class? Oh, good. Okay, now these are the harder ones, because we have to limit it. The degree is advanced, so only advanced degrees. So again, we're looking at advanced, and we're only talking about these people. We don't care about anybody else. We just care about the people that are advanced. So we're going to use that orange one, which is 669, over the people who are female in that category. So 376. Toby, what'd you get? Do we agree with that, class? Oh, good. Because we only care about the people with advanced degrees. Because that's the given. That line, yes. Okay, the degree is not an associate given the recipient is male. So again, we want to limit it to only the male people. So this is what we're looking at. So that's 1136 over not an associate. So that means it could be an advanced, 598, or it could be, sorry, that was a bachelor's, is 598, or an advanced degree, which is 393, 293. Does that give me 818? 891. Oh. Don't. Add those two together, what do I get? Is it 891? Okay. Over 1,036. which is what? 78%. Any questions over that?
So, on the second line, whatever one that is, that's the total that's going to go on.
Yeah, that's the row or column you're looking at. That limits it to only those people.
And then at some point, I have to look at that.
And that's going to go to the top number. Any other questions? We're good. Okay, now let's do our tree diagram. Go back to the front. Very good. A student in Buffalo, New York made the observation below. Of all snowfalls, 5% are heavy. After a heavy snowfall, schools are closed 67% of the time, and after a light snowfall, schools are closed 3% of the time. Okay. So here's where we're going to start to draw a diagram. We're going to deal with two things at the beginning they talked about. We had heavy snowfall, and we had light snowfall. Okay. The heavy snowfall was 5%. We write that as a decimal, which is 0.05. Okay. If, when it snows 5% of the time, it is heavy, what would be the light? 95, so 0.95. We have to add to 100, because 100%, right? So 0.5 and 0.95 gives me 100, or 1 in this case, because I changed it to decimals. Any questions? Okay, then we go on from there. We're going to break it down even more. After a heavy snowfall, schools are closed 67% of the time. So now we're going to break this down into two parts again. This is closed. This is open. After a heavy snowfall, schools are closed 67% of the time. So 0.67. Okay, this is 33, so this is 0.33. Any questions on how I got that? Because 33.67 gives you 100. Any questions? Okay, next one. After a light less than 6%, less than 6 inches snowfall, schools are closed 3% of the time. So we still need closed and open on this side too. So this is closed. This is open. It's closed 3%, which is 0.03. If they're closed 3%, how often are they open? 97 or 0.97. Any questions over that? Okay. So now next it says find the probability the snowfall is light and the schools are open. Sorry. Okay. In this, the and means multiply. In probability, and means multiply. The ones above, when we were dealing with the charts, we didn't need to use the and. We just could find the number on the chart. So don't worry about it when we're doing the charts. The and's not going to be multiply. But in all the other situations, when you're coming up with it, you're probably going to have to multiply when you see the word and. So in this case, the snowfall is light. So what's the probability that the snowfall is light, class? 0.95, right here. Then you're going to multiply it by the schools are opened. So in this one, what is the probability the schools are opened? 0.97. And that should be 92%? Is that good rounding, am I? Okay, good. Any questions over that? Okay, next one. Find the probability the school is open given there is heavy snowfall. So given that there is heavy snowfall in this is nice because we just look at that. So here's heavy snowfall. And what is the percentage that they're open? 33% right here. Which is 33%. Any questions over that? We're all good? Okay, on the back. Let's go and do those ones. Make sure we've got this down. Okay, you guys try to make the chart on your own. Okay, let's check your chart. This is what the chart should look like. Check to make sure you have the correct numbers. We'll put the right spots and everything. Then we want to find a female respondent is left-handed. So female respondent who's left-handed is how many, what's the percentage of that? 10%. Did you look at females? And is left-handed is 10%. Any questions over that? Okay, respondent is both male and right-handed. So male and right-handed is going to be the 0.17 times right-handed 0.67. And what do we get that to be? 12% or 11%? So 11%. 11.4 would be 11%. Oh, you actually put this. Any questions over that? We're all good? Okay, you have the worksheet for the homework on that. You guys can start working on that. I'll give you some time. And then we'll on the second set of notes.